What if I told you that the video clip you're watching right now started as a single typed sentence? No camera, no crew, no editing timeline until the very end. In 2026, text-to-video AI went from party trick to production tool, and most people still have no idea how accessible it's become. Today, I'm going to hand you the entire workflow. We'll map the 5 tools that actually matter right now. I'll show you how to write prompts that produce usable footage instead of abstract mush. We'll talk money, what's free, what's worth paying for, and then we'll assemble 4 or 5 generated clips into a real 30-second promo, complete with music and voiceover. By the end of this video, you'll be able to do exactly the same thing. Let's get into it.
First, the lay of the land, because the biggest beginner mistake is tool hopping. 5 names cover 90% of the space this year. OpenAI's Sora, available through ChatGPT subscriptions. It's the one most people can reach with an account they already have. Google's VO 3.1, currently the physics and realism king, and it generates native audio, meaning your clips come out with sound baked in. You'll find it inside Google's Flow Creative Studio with a Google AI plan. Runway, the professional's choice, now on Gen 4.5, and the only one on this list that's also a full editing environment. Kling 3.0, the value pick, with native 4K output, daily free credits, and surprisingly strong motion. And Pika 2.5, the fun one with one-tap effects and viral trend templates. Here's the honest truth, though. Differences between these tools matter far less than your skill with one of them. A great prompt in Kling beats a lazy prompt in VO. So pick based on your budget and your gateway, and let's move on to the part that actually decides whether your footage is usable. The prompt.
Here's where beginners faceplint. They type a beautiful beach and get 6 seconds of churning static soup. The fix is what I call motion-first prompting, and the formula has 4 slots. Slot 1, subject and action, not a chef, but a chef flips sizzling vegetables in a steel wok. Slot 2, the camera, slow dolly in, tracking shot from the left, static wide shot. Video models are literally trained on camera language, so using it unlocks trained behavior. Slot 3, style and mood, golden hour light, shallow depth of field, cinematic. Slot 4, and this is the rule that saves the most money, 1 motion per clip. Don't ask for she walks in, sits down, and opens a letter. That's 3 clips. Ask for she opens the letter with trembling hands, close up, and generate the walk as its own shot. Speaking from scar tissue, the number of credits I burned trying to force multi-action scenes before this clicked. Let's just move on. Write your prompt, hit generate, and don't stop at one.
Every tool gives you a regenerate button, and it exists for a reason. AI video is a slot machine with good odds. Generate 4 to 6 variants of every prompt. Watch them all the way through, yes, even the ugly ones, because the ugly ones teach you what the model misread in your prompt. When you evaluate, judge motion first and pixels second. A slightly soft clip where the physics are convincing is fixable. A sharp clip where the arm bends backwards is not. If all 6 variants share the same flaws, say the camera never stops drifting, that's not bad luck, that's your prompt. The model is telling you it's following an instruction you didn't intend. Rewrite and regenerate. Expect roughly 1 keeper out of every 4 attempts and budget your credits accordingly. Once you've got a folder of winners, it's time to make them look professional.
Generated clips often come out at 72p or 1080p, and if you post that raw, it looks soft next to real footage. The good news, you probably already own an upscaler. Runway includes 4K upscaling on paid plans. Kling 3.0 outputs native 4K on its higher tiers. If you're on a free workflow, free web-based upscalers handle a clip or 2 just fine. Just watch the upload limits. And if you fall in love with this hobby, Topaz AI upscaling is included in Runway's Pro tier, which is one of the better bundled deals in the space right now. The rule of thumb, upscale once at the end after you've selected your final clips. Upscaling drafts wastes time and storage. One caveat, upscaling sharpens detail, but it will not fix bad motion. Garbage physics in, garbage physics out, just crisper. With our winners now crisp, let's build something with them.
Now the part everyone fears, the editing timeline. Fear not, you need exactly 1 skill and it's free software away. Grab CapCut or DaVinci Resolve, both free, both overkill for what we're doing. Import your upscaled winners, lay them on the timeline, and apply the one rule that makes AI compilations feel professional: cut on motion. End each clip at the peak of its action, the moment the walk flares. The wave crests, and start the next clip already in motion. Static-to-static cuts feel like a slideshow, motion-to-motion cuts feel like cinema. Keep each clip 3 to 5 seconds. Longer than that and viewers start noticing the tells, the morphing background, the physics hiccup. Your clip order is your story. Wide establishing shot, medium action, close-up detail, emotional beat, closing image. 5 clips, 30 seconds, 1 narrative arc. That's a promo. Now let's give it a soul.
Half of perceived video quality is audio and AI-generated silence reads as fake. You have 3 layers to add. Layer 1, ambient sound. If you generated with VO, congrats, native audio is already in your clips, and honestly, that audio is a legitimate reason to choose VO for your first project. For everything else, layer in quiet ambience, room tone, street noise, wind. Layer 2, music. AI music generators have gotten shockingly good. I covered the full workflow in a recent video, and there are solid free tiers. Pick something instrumental with a clear pulse because your cuts should land on the beat. Layer 3, optional voiceover. AI voiceover tools with free tiers can narrate your promo, and I've got a full tutorial on that too. Mix them quiet, music at maybe 15% under narration. Then export at 1080p or above. H.264 standard frame rate. Done, you just made a video from sentences, but before you go, the recap. Quick recap of the whole pipeline. 1. Pick a single tool and go deep. The prompt skills transfer between all of them. 2. Motion first prompts, subject, action, camera, style in 1 motion per clip. 3. Generate in batches of 4 to 6 and curate ruthlessly. 4. Upscale once at the end. 5. Assemble in a free editor, cut on motion, 3 to 5 second clips, story order. 6. Layer ambience, music. And voiceover because audio sells the illusion. That's the entire workflow from empty text box to finished promo.
If this saved you from your first 100 failed generations, subscribing saves you from the next 100. I cover the whole AI creative workflow every single week, from voiceovers to music to image benchmarks. The text-to-video space moves fast, and I keep this channel updated so you don't have to chase it yourself. Drop a comment telling me which tool you're starting with. I read everyone, and I make future episodes based on what you ask for. Thanks for watching. Now go type your first sentence and see what comes back.